Hello everyone, welcome back to Gamecasters. And I do apologize for the time it's been in between my videos lately, between work and uh, being a little iffy of being able to actually get online after work has been a hectic story. But beyond that, welcome back to Diablo 3. And this season I haven't had a whole lot of time to partake myself, but I figured I'd still give you guys some updates on each of the classes builds. So this will be your mid-season update for Wizards Energy Twister build. So far, the build is pretty much the same. I've noticed a couple of people have climbed a lot higher, and as a forewarning, because I had a lot of people message me about my last video, how apparently I was showing a person who had more primals than should be possible and such like that. And I'm not going to go into that conversation. I will, however, say that even though I may have that, I use the leaderboards as a reference for what to do for my builds. I don't do that myself. As you guys can see from my last season rank on season 14, I made 105 at a 111 Greater Rift, and that was playing like every day of the week. Me and my friend spent a lot of time gearing out, and we had days of the week like set out for each specific thing. So whatever the leaderboard shows, just be aware that that is not what I'm trying to show off. I'm trying to show you guys the build itself. So if you see someone with way more primals than they should have, just ignore that. I've actually noticed there's a couple of people here in the top 10 that aren't even really primaled out and they're still pushing, which is completely possible because in season 14 I had like, I think 3 primals by the end of the season, and I still pushed to a 111 and made it to 105 on the leaderboard. Um, well, when I initially pushed the Greater Rift 111, I was in the top 90, I believe. And then I ended up falling off a little bit because I didn't play as much the last few days, and uh, someone got a better time than me. Well, a lot of people got a better time than me, but it was just all a matter of not playing as much within the last few days of the season. So that was completely my fault. But nonetheless, the build is still what the point of these videos is on. So just ignore any players who might be modding or cheating. I've noticed Blizzard has been cracking down on it. If you go onto the leaderboards and you notice a weird thing where it goes from one rank and then skips a rank, that's usually because someone on the game got banned and their account no longer exists on the game. So if you see that, that means that they got banned for it. Now, Blizzard, can't always crack down on all of these people, and it helps when players report some of these ones, and then if they do turn out to be modders, then you'll notice them disappear off the leaderboards. So it's all a matter of how much the community takes part in trying to get rid of that happening on here. But nonetheless, uh, Energy Twister Wizard really hasn't changed all that much. I'm going to show you the top 7 person because this is the one I was talking about that doesn't have a ridiculous amount of primals. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 primals, and I mean, to me that looks like he's just put a lot of time in, but maybe not. I don't know. You guys be the judge. That's not the point of this video. So, build is still the same. All the gear is still what we talked about in our last video. You're still running Death Wish. You're running the Magnum Opus set with Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose, Convention of Elements, Etched Sigil, Ransler's Folly, Herd Brash's Binding as your belt. Now, all the gear itself is still the same, so no changes on that end. And as the season progresses on, I guess this is a little bit past mid-season because I think this season ends like middle of December, so we have about a month left. And in season 16, I plan on partaking a lot more, which will probably be around the time New Year's comes around, the holidays will be going on, and I'll have a lot more time to actually play and put in the time myself. Um, Skills still are the same. This guy is doing what I have mentioned in previous videos. If you're running Death Wish or the Twisted Sword, either one doesn't matter as your primary weapon as long as the other one is cubed. Now, like I said, you want to cube the one that is weaker than the one you have equipped, obviously, because whichever one is weaker, you don't want to be running as your weapon. Because when you cube an item, it maxes the stat out for that weapon. So, it makes more sense to do that. You're essentially taking garbage and turning it into something really good. Uh, but yeah, cubed items are still the same. Running Unwavering Will, Illusionist, Power Hungry, Unstable Anomaly, Teleport, Safe Passage, Energy Twister with Raging Storm, Magic Weapon Conduit, Storm Armor, Power the Storm, Arcane Torrent, Static Discharge, Slow Time, Time Warp, and that seems to be it. I have seen a few people talking about next season we might see a change in the build for it, or maybe a completely new build. I would like to see something new because Energy Twister Wizard has been dominating the leaderboards for the last couple of seasons, and I would definitely like to play something different. But if it ends up being Energy Twister Wizard again, I probably won't be running Wizard myself. I'll still give you guys updates on the build, but I don't want to keep repeating the same videos and stuff, so I might do Crusader or something like that next season. We'll just see when it comes to that time, but I'll still be giving you guys updates on all the classes. It's just I won't be playing myself, if that makes sense. But as I was talking about how people were saying there was people with ridiculous primals, I can kind of believe it with the top guy right now, because he's 4 rifts ahead of the guy below him, and if you look in here, well, it's not entirely unbelievable. I don't know. Like I said, you guys be the judge. I'm not going to comment on it. He is running Blur instead of one of the other passives, which is the one I run, so kudos to him. Blur is a good thing for survivability, which I understand. The higher you get, the harder it gets, and you want that extra survivability because every time you die, you lose time, and it makes sense to have a little bit more survivability on your side, and you just go for big groups of enemies to make up for the time that you'll not be like flying through and killing everything along the way. But this has been your mid-season update for Wizard on Diablo 3. This is the Xbox One, and it should be the same on PlayStation so far if I've checked. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know. I'll try my best to get a lot more videos out soon. Like I said, holidays are coming up, and things will be a lot easier to do. But previously, it's just been a little bit harder as of late. But I'm still here, not going anywhere. Gamecasters will be around for a long time, so don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, whatever. If you like this video, hit the bell. You'll get notifications when I put up new videos and updates on Diablo 3. I might do a video talking about Diablo Immortal, but I know that's a touchy subject with a lot of people, so we'll leave that in its own thing. If you want to watch it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not going to put my opinion out there, but it's just... We'll talk about it in another video. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Subscribing really helps because we're getting closer to reaching our partnership again, and I would love to be able to do more for you guys. Just right now, it's a lot harder between multiple things. So, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.